Hello there all YouTubies and tubettes, and welcome back to Retrospecs. Spexxy here, and Scrap Mechanic yet again. And I'd just like to say that just recently the support I've been getting is absolutely fantastic from you guys. I really appreciate all the love and support that I've been getting, and anything that you want to ask me if I could build it for you, I will try to do my best. So I would very much like to say thanks. Sorry, that's a very bad pun. But Spexxy, he's looking rather proud here. Yeah, looking good on his mini mayhem little tank, and this is going to be in the workshop for you. Now, this works on the basis of thrusters. It does have all the mods, so you will need them if you want to play this, but it does use thrusters. So we have thrusters on the 1, 2, 5 and 6 keys, which do one side of the tank tracks forward and the other side, or they emulate that by using thrust. And yeah, it is quite a little nippy thing. So if I look at it from the top and I go one reverse and one forward, you get this lovely little Ferris wheel look, a kind of a, well, looks like a firework, I guess. But I might turn off the particles, but for now I thought I'd leave them on. So this isn't, of course, what I made this video for. This is just a little bit of fun. This will be in the workshop. It is quite a nippy little fun creation, and I may see if I can make some sort of games to use this for, that maybe we can get some of the other YouTubers involved in. So please let me know if you can think of something that this would be ideal for. Put it in the comment section below. Maybe I can look at doing just that. But this is not the main event. The main event is something I've been working on for a little while. So if I just hop off of this one and place it here and delete that out of the world for now, like I say, it will be yours on the workshop very shortly, but for now we need to lose him and bring in something a little bit bigger. So let me see. So this, my friends, is the A.P.C, or Armoured Personnel Carrier. Now I might show you around it if I can hop in it. Yep, I can. Whilst it's on a lift, because when I drop it off we may get a little bit of lag, so I'll show you around it first. So let me just remove all these things that I no longer need in here. I never seem to come prepared, do I? So get rid of all of those. Here we are in the back of the A.P.C. So we have this little sort of runway, sort of door that flaps down, and a little lock that goes on it. I'll show you that when we drop it off the lid. We also have a fire extinguisher there behind the glass in case of an emergency. We have handrails to hold onto so the troops can hold on, and then they will run down here and out to battle. We have a couple of chairs we can sit on. If I can just zoom in, of course there's a ducky there. We do have chairs there using the MJM mod, so these seats are just single blocks. They're well hidden, you can paint them and you can't even see them, but they are there. So there's a couple on this side, there's a couple on this side. We also have some logic. I'll show you what that does later. There's some logic blocks over here, and then we have this. Why I use the steering wheel from the ship, or ship's wheel, I don't know, but I thought it looked good. And I thought, of course, if you're going into battle, what would you want to sit down? You can't fight sitting down. That's what I say. So we stand up. I'll show you all these working lights and everything else, and the guns that can help me make the logic blocks for when I take it off the lift. So I think that's kind of showing you around. You can get a little bit of look at the detail there. We have some missiles on top. They don't fire, but they are there. I've not deleted the chair off the top there. I will do. Just drop this off the lift. Actually, I'll hop through the escape hatch. We've got a secret escape hatch up here. The arrows point to it. You can jump through this chair here and out onto the top. And that I can delete there. And then let's just make another lift and drop this off, and let's have a look at it. So then, here it is in all its glory. Massive wheels. We'll show you around the outside. Massive wheels again using the MJM mod. The suspension, which is worked on a 2-part suspension. I have 2 suspensions on there, and also a lever there which can go up and down to give it even more flex. We have these bumpers here with some extra lighting on. I've got some mini thrusters on the front which are acting as like guns, and I'll show you those later. We have the missiles on top. We have these tanks down the side of whatever they would be. I don't know, fuel for the thrusters probably. We have thrusters at the back there which can give us an extra little boost uphill if we need it. And yeah, let's get going then. So I've already shown you around the inside. Well, let's see how I'm going to show you how this thing drives. So, in a driver's seat. Oh, before I do that, let's switch that on. That will turn just a little dish on the top there, just to give it that authenticity. That's going around on its own there. Now, up, down, left and right on the AWSD will aim the missiles. Now, as of yet, I haven't got these into a firing mechanism. I know MJM did create some sort of firing capable missiles. I've not done that on this. I think it's very laggy as it is. I don't want to try and do that in case I'm going to break it. But I think they give the look. So they give the idea of being missiles, and you can aim them. When we have on the, is it 3 key? I'm trying to remember my keys now. On the 3 key, we have the back, which goes up, the ramp, and they come to lock it in place, because when I didn't have that, it bounced up and down a little bit, so they just hold it tightly in place, and when I press it again, they'll open out, and the back will come down. So there's the ramp. Pretty impressive. On the 4 key, we have the thrusters, a little bit of extra thrust. I've got a load under there, plus the big boys on the back there, so that does give us a little bit of thrust. And then what else do we have? We have the 7 key, which does the lights. So thanks to MJM again for making lights that are easily turn on and offable. They are also colorable. You can actually spray these and make them a color of your choosing. And then on the 8 key, it will be turning on or activating the guns, and the 9 key will fire them. And that will do it based on logic blocks, which Khan had to help me with, because I couldn't do it. But Khan came into my world, had a look at it, and said, this is how you do that, I'll help you with that, and showed me a simple contraption which I copied. I didn't really get it, but I copied it, and yes, there it is. If you press 9 again or a couple of times, it remembers what you've done, and then you can add to the pattern, so you can add more shots to it. And to turn those off, just press the 8 key again, and that will deactivate them. Activate them, press the 9 key, and you will get the single shots again. Pressing it a few times will give you a few. And I thought I just added an extra little bit of something to it. So you've got these front-facing cannons with suspension behind them, so they look like they're getting some recoil when they fire. I'll switch those off then, and then let's have a look. So this works on tank tracks. So I try to get this working the best way I could, and what I've actually come up with, because trying to put multiple bearings on these wheels, to get it to go forward and backwards with a simple control, probably would have needed 3 bearings per wheel, but that was making them go spazzy. They were absolutely going crazy. So to get it working properly, I had to only use 2 bearings per wheel, and to do that I used 2 sets of controls. So 1 set of control for one side and 1 controls for the other side. So I'm currently got my keys mapped to T, G, F and H for 1, 2, 3 and 4, and the arrow keys for 5, 6, 7, 8. And I use that for flying, like with the TIE Fighter and with a couple of the other flying craft that I've made. But I thought on this one we have T, which pushes the tank tracks on that side forward, or not tracks but wheels on that side, and when you pull on the G key, it brings them back. So T and G do forward and reverse on the left hand side. To do the right hand side tracks, arrow up and arrow down. So as you can see, not the simplest of methods to drive, but pretty much like you would a tank. And if you put them both forward, you will get a completely forward motion, so no steering at all, just forward. And like you see, it does get a little bit fast. It doesn't look it again because of the lag I'm getting here, but hopefully they'll fix that soon. As you can see from the amount of dust it's kicking up, it is actually shifting. So if I then just press forward on one side, you'll see I'll do this little turn, and again I can do that with the other side. So that's how you would turn it with these 2 sets of controls. If you want to do a fast turn, do 1 set forward and the other set in reverse, and it should do this nifty little spin like that, almost like a donut, and not the fastest donut in the world. And there you go, and that's how you do it. And if you notice, I have set the lights up on logic blocks, so let's set the top lights on for the moment. So we've got the white lights that can come on with the 7 key, on and off. And then we also have these others, and you'll see if I turn that way, I get the little yellow light indicator showing me that I'm turning in that direction. If I put the other tracks on, I'll get the yellow light on that side showing the same thing. If I go to the back while I do that, you will see that it shows I'm turning that way, and it shows that I'm turning that way. Now, if I do the reverse ones, I pull back on one, it won't show anything. But if I pull back on both, I get those two lights in the middle showing I'm reversing. From the back, however, when I do the same thing, if I do one set of reverse, I'll get the lights, sorry, the grass in the way there, I'll get the lights on one side showing I'm turning that way. If I do the other one, I'll get it on that side. But if I do both, I get the lights in the middle as well showing that I'm going in full reverse. And that was something that I worked out myself. Yes, I worked that out myself with logic blocks. That was a simple and or simple logic even I could work out. But when it came to doing those front guns, I needed Khan. So thank you, Khan, for your help. But there you go. So pretty much a beast. I hope we eventually get to see this thing going at full speed. If they fix the game and get rid of some of this lag, it will be incredible. But this thing did take a little while to build, on and off. But I hope you guys like it. I mean, I think it's pretty impressive. I'll never get two of these in the world, so they'll never be fighting with each other. Yeah. So there it is. Pretty awesome machine. And not possible, of course, without all of the mod packs. I'm using MJM, I'm using Grego, I'm using Durf mods. I am using the whole mod pack in order to make this creation. So it is a pretty epic build, to say the least. So there you go, guys. It's only a short video just to show you what I've done. I may try and get this included into some sort of short story at some point. But for now, it is just a simple build that will be in the workshop. I say simple. It's not a simple build. It's just a very complex build that will be in the workshop for you to mess around with. So have fun, guys, and enjoy it. And if you like this video, then why not spank the hell out of that thumbs up button? And don't forget to subscribe for more retrospects. And until next time, see you soon. And bye for now.